how do I create user-friendly permalinks on my WordPress site? And why would I want to do that? Okay, let me talk to you a little bit about permalinks. Permalinks are like the permanent URLs to your individual posts and pages. Okay, this is what another person would use to link to a post on your website. Or this is, for example, let's say you wrote a really awesome article and you want to send it to your mom or something. You might send a link to your post in an email message. Okay, let me show you what that looks like. If I go to the tour update Winnipeg Rocks page here, this right up here, this is the permalink. This is the permanent link to this content. Okay, and you'll notice that by default, WordPress creates these permanent permalinks that have question marks and equal signs in them and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and look at the permalink for a page. Okay, and right here we see here's for our sample page. Here's another permalink. This is question mark, page ID. There's equals, there's numbers. In other words, it's not really user friendly. Okay, we can actually set WordPress up to create nicer looking URLs or custom user-friendly permalinks. Okay, and why would you want to do that? Okay, there's several reasons. You'll want to improve the aesthetics of your link. Your links will just look nicer if this actually says, demo.robobunnyAttack.com/WordPress/sample page. Okay, even that alone. If this was an About Us page, it would just say /About Us or Contact Us. The aesthetics is just easier to read. I don't remember what page ID equals 2 means, but I sure remember what my sample page is. Okay, to improve the usability of your links. Once again, when somebody hovers over a link, okay, let's actually go back to the front page here and let's scroll down here and see the sample post that we have. If we see if I hover over this link and I look down below in the lower left hand side, if you can see that, it tells me what the address is, where I'm going to be sending the user. Well, as a user, I see that question mark page ID. I don't know what that means. But if it says sample page, then that's further evidence that, okay, this is going to send me to the place I want it to go. So it improves the usability of your links. Okay. It also improves the forward compatibility of your links. It just makes everything work a lot better. Okay, so how do you go about doing this? It's really simple. This is something that affects your entire site. It's a site setting. So we go to the settings page. Okay, and in particular, we're going to go down here and click on permalinks. And this is where we actually have several choices. You can actually create a custom structure, or there's several common settings that are already created for you. This is the default, and we've seen this already, and this is what we're trying to get away from. This question mark P equals, that's not very legible. Okay, there's a few commonly used settings. There you could use the day and name setting, and what that does is it creates, and this is very good if you've got a website that has an awful lot of posts, like you publish several posts every single day. Okay, if you're running that kind of a really heavily traffic, like a very frequently updated blog or something, then you could use the day and name. And what that does is it categorizes posts it categorizes everything by the year that it's published, the date, sorry, the month and the date, and then it adds, the title of your post right inside here. Okay, if maybe you're not quite that frequent, maybe you only publish, maybe not several per day, but maybe several per month or week, then you may wish to use the month and name setting, and that will just list the year and the month right here, and then the name right here. Okay, numeric just assigns a number to each of your posts, and I tend not to use that very much. It just puts everything in archives, and then it just assigns subsequent numbers to every post that you publish. I don't find, I really like seeing the actual site name or the post name in the URL rather than just a number, but your mileage may vary. The post name only puts the post name in here. If you aren't going to have a lot of content, if you don't anticipate putting a lot of posting many news items or blog items, if this is going to be a pretty static website, then you probably just want to stick with post name. Okay, I'm going to pick month and name. Okay, but you can pick whichever one you want. The important thing is you should pick something. Anything other than the default is going to be good. And especially one of these, day and name, month and name, or post name, those are especially good. You can probably see here there's custom structure where if you know how to write it, you can write a custom structure. But when you're getting started, just pick one of these, and you'll be fine. The important thing, however, though, is once you select a permalink setting, you probably should stick with it. If you change it, changing it before you launch your site is fine. That should be okay. But changing it after you've launched your site runs the risk of breaking people's links. If other people have linked to your content and then suddenly you decide, oh, I'm going to change my permalink structure, you run the risk of losing those links. Those other people who link to your content, now their links aren't, they're not valid anymore because you've changed your permalink structure. So I've selected month and name. I feel pretty confident that I'm going to want to stick through that. So I'm going to go ahead and click Save Changes. And so now let's go back to the front page and let's see what's happened here. Okay, we're going to go there and I'm just hovering over. Already we see if we hover over sample page, see in the lower left-hand corner, we see the address it's going to go to. Yeah, look at that address. Isn't that nice? That's a lot nicer than what we had before. Okay, it just says sample page. That's the title of our page. That's great. Let's go back to the front page and have a look at some of these. Hey, check this out. I'm going to click on the tour update Winnipeg Rocks. Look at this. Okay, this tells me that this particular post was posted in 2013 in the month of July and the title was Tour Update Winnipeg Rocks. That's fantastic. That I didn't have to do any extra work. It just automatically creates that. And already I can just look at this and I know just by looking at it, I can tell a lot of information from there. I can tell that this post was posted in 2013 as well as it was posted in July, and I have a general sense of what the content is. Okay, you've probably seen this type of structure on lots of websites before. Now that and especially now that you know about this, you're probably going to start paying attention to the URL and what it says in there, and you'll start to see patterns. So updating your permalink structure to create user-friendly permalinks is a really important thing to do. You should do it sooner rather than later. Okay, I recommend you do it now, and it's not that hard to do. So there you go. Well, that's all I have right now. Thank you very, very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.